Hi students, this is Kartik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of Applied Thermodynamics with me. In today's video, we're gonna see a part 2 of properties of moisture, or you can say psychrometric concept. So in last videos, we have seen some of the terms or some of the concepts or you can say some of the terminology related to psychrometry, or you can say the some terminology related to properties of moisture. So either you can say properties of moisture or you can say psychrometric terms. Both are the same thing. So in exam he will ask you something like that, explain and define properties of moisture, then you have to write all these properties, okay, or else he will ask you something like that, define psychrometric terms, then you also have to write the same thing, okay. So in last video we have seen the 8 terms, and now continuation from that video we are going to see remaining terms over here. So the point number 9 or the 9th number terminology is specific humidity or humidity ratio. Specific humidity or humidity ratio. Symbol is W. So always remember, whenever there is a W written in the exam or he will ask you something like that, find out the value of W. That means he's asking about the specific humidity or humidity ratio. So either it is known as specific humidity or you can say humidity ratio. The symbol is W. Okay. So definition is, it is the mass of water vapor present in 1 kg of dry air. So therefore W is equal to mass of water vapor upon mass of air, dry air. So 1 kg of dry air. So it is a mass of water vapor per 1 kg of dry air. So you know that unit will be the gram per kg of dry air or kg per kg of dry air. So we know that PV equal to MRT. We know that. And let us assume that this water vapor and the dry air both are behaving as a perfect gas. So for perfect gas we can write PV equal to MRT. So here it is written that MV upon MM means mass of water vapor upon mass of dry air. So can I write MV is equal to PV VV upon RV/TV, means pressure of water vapor, volume of water vapor, gas constant of water vapor and temperature of water vapor. So because we know that PV equal to MRT. Same way for the mass of dry air, can I write PAVA upon RATA? PA means pressure of dry air, volume of dry air, RA means gas constant of dry air, T means temperature of dry air. Now always remember this, always remember that volume of dry air and volume of water vapor is same. Why? Because let us take one example, because we know that in environment we are having, when we say moisture means it is combination of dry air and water vapor. So in environment you are having, when you are saying air means you are talking about the combination of dry air and water vapor. So now assume that they are using now let us understand something like this, they are using the same volume. Why? Let us take another example. Let us take one small box. Let us assume there is air filled inside that small box. Now when I say the air is filled inside that box, small box, so that means I am talking about the mixture of dry air and water vapor. So now you easily tell that, okay, sir, both dry air and water vapor occupies the same volume. Why? Because they are in a small box. So always remember, in environment, for environment, instead of small box, now you can thinking of environment. So always remember they both occupy the same volume or same space. So therefore it is always remember that volume of dry air is equal to volume of water vapor, because they both occupy space, same volume. Now same way, temperature of dry air is always equal to temperature of water vapor, because that is also same, because they both are in same environment, and environment temperature is also going to be act on both the things. Okay, so whatever the system environment, that whatever the system temperature, that is going to be act on dry air and water vapor. So that's why temperature of dry air is equal to temperature of water vapor. So same philosophy for both these things. Okay, so always remember volume of dry air is equal to volume of water vapor and temperature of dry air is equal to temperature of water vapor. Now you can understand it very easily. So now can we cancel volume? Can we cancel temperature? So the thing we are remaining with, PV into RA upon PA into RV. Now always remember the gas constant of dry air, remember, because that is going to help you in example, gas constant of dry air is 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Same way, gas constant of water vapor is 0.461 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So remember something like this, okay? So now simplify this and the answer will be W is equal to 0.287 divided by 0.461, it will be 0.622 PV. Now instead of PA, I have written PB minus PV. Why? Because we know that atmospheric pressure PB is equal to, what will be the atmospheric pressure? So we know that when I say atmospheric pressure means in atmosphere we are having two things, mixture of dry air and water vapor. So total pressure will be what? So total pressure will be pressure of dry air plus pressure of water vapor. So when I say atmospheric pressure, PB means atmospheric pressure, that means it is equal to the sum of pressure of dry air plus pressure of water vapor. You can say partial pressure of dry air plus partial pressure of water vapor. So total atmospheric pressure is equal to partial pressure of dry air plus partial pressure of water vapor. That is also known as Dalton's law. Okay, so now here the PA, can I make PA subject from here? So can I write atmospheric pressure minus PV? So if I make PA subject, so PB minus PV. So instead of PA, can I write PB minus PV? So this is the equation of specific humidity. Now next, absolute humidity or vapor density. Symbol is rho V. Now what is the definition? Definition, it is the mass of water vapor present in 1 meter cube of dry air. So it is talking about in terms of volume. So it is the mass of water vapor present in 1 meter cube of dry air. So what will be the unit? Gram per meter cube of dry air, or you can say kg per meter cube of dry air. So let us find out the equation for this. So now we know that, can I write Ma is equal to rho A into Va? Why? Because you know that density is equal to what? Density equal to mass upon volume. So can I write rho A is equal to Ma upon Va? So Va cut, so Ma equal to Ma. So that can be written. So can I write? So therefore we can write Ma is equal to rho A into Va. Same way for MV, we can write rho V into VV. Okay, so A means air, dry air. V means vapor. So density of dry air, volume of dry air, density of water vapor, volume of water vapor. Okay, so now we know that. Therefore, can we write MV upon Ma? So MV upon Ma. So we know that MV equal to rho V VV upon rho A VA, but we know that volume is same. So volume cut. So therefore MV upon Ma is equal to rho V upon rho A. So we can write MV upon Ma is equal to rho V upon rho A. But we know that MV upon Ma is equal to what? So here you can see that MV upon Ma is equal to nothing but specific humidity. So therefore MV upon Ma, therefore W is equal to, because I can write MV in place of MV upon Ma, I can write W, specific humidity. Therefore specific humidity W is equal to rho V upon rho A. Now I will make rho V subject. So can I write rho V equal to W into rho A? Okay, and also remember this, VA is equal to, VA means specific volume of dry air, is equal to 1 upon rho A, because we know that is going to become, because rho equal to mass upon volume, so this will be volume upon mass. That is the definition of specific volume. So can we write VA is equal to 1 upon rho A. Now for 1 kg of dry air, let us say 1 kg of dry air means mass of air 1 kg. Can we write rho A is equal to PA upon RATA? Why? Because you know that PV equal to MRT. PV equal to MRT. Now take this V over here in denominator. So P is equal to MRT upon V, but we know that M upon V is what? Density. So can I write P equal to rho RT? That is can also be written. So therefore I can write rho A is equal to PA upon RATA. Therefore now rho V is equal to, from here, because we have to take this equation further over here. So therefore rho V is equal to W, and in place of rho A, what can I write? So in place of rho A, I can write PA upon RATA. So PA upon RATA. So vapor density, this is the equation of vapor density. Or you can also write W. Now you can know that PA is equal to, can I write PA in place of PA, can I write PB minus PA, because we know that PB is equal to what? PA plus PV, because atmospheric pressure equal to pressure of dry plus pressure of water vapor. Make a PA subject, so it can be PB minus PV. So in place of P, I can write PB minus PV. So this is the equation of vapor density. Okay. Now next term is relative humidity. The symbol is phi. So it is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor in given volume of moisture to the mass of water vapor in the same volume of saturated air at same temperature and pressure. Again, it is the ratio of actual mass of water vapor in given volume of moisture to the mass of water vapor in the same volume of saturated air. Now what he says, let's take the mass of water vapor in given volume. So let's say you have a given volume and in that you have mass of water vapor. Now let us assume that particular air is saturated. Now what will be the mass of water vapor in the same volume in saturated air? So mass of water vapor upon mass of water vapor in the same volume of saturated air. So therefore phi is equal to mv upon mvs. Mass of water vapor to the mass of saturated water vapor. Okay. So it's the comparison. Let's say that you are having some volume and in that some volume you have mass of water vapor upon, if the same air is saturated, then what will be the mass of water vapor? So mv upon mvs. So phi is equal to mv upon mvs. So it is a ratio of actual mass of water vapor in given volume of moist air to the mass of water vapor in the same volume if the air is saturated. Okay. So phi is equal to me upon mvs. So mass of water vapor upon mass of saturated water vapor. So we can write this. You know that PV equal to MRT. So we can write in place of MV, we can write VV upon RVTV, and in place of MVS we can write PVS VVS upon RVS TVS. RVS means saturated vapor, pressure of saturated vapor, volume of saturated water vapor. RVS means gas constant of saturated water vapor. TVS means temperature of saturated water vapor. Now you know that volume will be same. So VV equal to VVS and TV equal to TVS. So volume and temperature is going to be cut. So now what you are remaining with, and also here RV equal to RVS. Why? Because we are talking about the same water vapor. So for gas constant for the water vapor will be same. Whether it will be saturated or not saturated, that doesn't matter. Because we know that we are talking about the water vapor. So gas constant of water vapor is same. Whether it is saturated or not saturated, that doesn't matter. So here RV is also equal to RVS because we are talking about water vapor. So gas constant for water vapor is same. So here we are only remaining with PV upon PVS. So this is the equation of phi is equal to MV upon MVS, or you can write PV upon PVS. When you say PVS means partial pressure of saturated water vapor. Okay. And MVS means mass of saturated water vapor. Okay. So remember this. Symbol is phi. Okay. Now the last terminology is degree of saturation, or you can say symbol is mu, or you can say percentage humidity. Degree of saturation, or you can say percentage humidity, symbol is mu. So it is the ratio of actual specific humidity to the specific humidity of saturated air at same dBT. So can we write actual specific humidity equal to W upon specific humidity of saturated means WS. So mu is equal to W upon WS. Now you know the equation of W from here, 0.622 PV upon PB minus PV. So I have written there in place of W 0.622 PV upon PV minus PV. Now same equation, but if this is saturated, so in place of PV I can write PVS, and in place of PV I can write PVS. So therefore same equation, in place of WS 0.622 PVS upon PB minus PVS. Now 0.622 cancel, so it can be written something like this: PV upon PVS into bracket PB minus PVS upon PB minus PV. But we know that PV upon PVS is equal to what? 5. Here, see the terminology of relative humidity. We know that 5 is equal to PV upon PVS. So therefore, PV upon PVS equal to 5. So here, in place of PV upon PVS, we can write 5. So mu is equal to 5 into. Now what we have done, we have taken PB common from here. So PB will be common. So we can write 1 minus PVS upon PB. And here also in denominator PB will be common. So 1 minus PV upon PB. Or if you don't if you don't understand it, then take it something like this. We have divided numerator and denominator by PB. So 1 minus PVS upon PB upon 1 minus PV upon PB. Now therefore mu is equal to 5, 1 minus PVS upon PB, or here 1 minus PV upon PB. So can I write PV upon PVS equal to 5? So can I write PV equal to 5 into PVS? So here PV I have written 5 into PVS upon PB. Now if you simplify it further, so you can find the equation something like this: 5 is equal to mu upon 1 minus bracket 1 minus mu bracket complete PVS upon PB. So this was the relation between relative humidity and mu means degree of saturation. Sometime in exam he will ask, find out the relation between relative humidity and degree of saturation. So this is the terminology related to it. I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.